Hello, Mother Tuskers. This is podcast number 5. Alright, well, let's get right down to it. I'm on my shit today. Alright, and we got a lot to go over. Quite a bit, actually. There's a lot of shit happening in the world right now, and I think that's amazing, because now we have shit to talk about. If you didn't really realize, I write songs mainly about the world, the state that we're in, humanity, the way that we are. We're pretty fucked up, so there's some fucked up shit. Pretty much. That's the whole takeaway we are going with here. I keep looking over here when I should be looking at the camera. I don't care. This isn't personal. Since the last time I saw you guys, I met Michael Myers. Think about that shit, but we're gonna get to that. Oh boy, we're gonna get to that. I got a whole fucking shit list. A whole list of things and ideas. Finally. Okay, so some of the new things that are going on with me. Well, I got a dog. That's his hair is proof. Say hi, Loki. Hi, Loki. Oh, see, he said it. He said it. There's the trash, and he's going for the cat stuff because he likes eating the cat's food. I gotta really rearrange in here, however, at least the floor is clean. So, now you know. And hey, they get along. They love each other. I got the dog for the cat. I thought that would be a great idea. Instead of getting the cat a girlfriend, I got him a dog. Yeah. Now, back to my shit. Alright, so I met Michael Myers. Well, the dude that, one of the dudes, it wasn't the other dude. It was the one dude, okay? And that was cool as shit. I had no idea there was such a thing called Acronomicon. If you haven't known, I'm in that fucking area. So, that's what it is. And there's gonna be another one next year. I can't wait. Can't fucking wait. You know why? Because this time, I waited in line for like 30 minutes. Well, okay. To me, Michael Myers, literally, it just went up to the dude and I was like, hey man, can I get a picture? And an autograph and all that? Nicest guy. Nice guy. He's like, yeah, that's gonna be $60. So I was like, I didn't bring money. Let me run to the ATM. So I ran to the ATM, and then I got back, and I got a picture. And he was cool as fuck. Who would have thought that serial killers are nicer than normal people? You know what I mean? Or at least the ones that portray them. It was literally Tony Moran. Alright? And he was cool as hell. And then I also saw somebody that was like dressed all like Jason Voorhees, my favorite. There was no actual actors there though, but this dude had it down at the convention, okay? That shit was awesome. Really cool. But anyway, yeah, I stood in fucking line for like 30 minutes because I was a nice guy and I let everybody go in front of me. But I met Ragman. And you know how much that means to me. That's fucking amazing. If you don't know, there's this movie called Trick or Treat from 1986. And it follows the story of Ragman, how he got this album, and then it possessed things, and then the fucking dude got, and then like Sammy Kerr comes out of the album, and they fuck shit up, and then Ragman has to like, you know, do things. It's a pretty good movie. You should go watch it. It's badass. I grew up with it. I got it in like 2002 on DVD. My dad's like, hey, look, it's Gene Simmons. I remember this fucking memory like it was yesterday. He was like, oh, look, it's Gene Simmons and Ozzy on a cover. And I was like, yeah, no shit, that's cool. Can I get that movie? It was like $5 back in 2002 at Walmart. I remember this before they redid our Walmart. But anyway, it was a great movie. And it was a great time meeting that guy, too. He was cool as shit. Literally the nicest fucking person. It just isn't like Tony Moran was cool. But Ragman, holy shit, he's a comedian as well, so, you know. Yeah, like I was saying, Mark Price is literally a comedian as well, so he had this energy about him, and then he took all the photos with me, and he fucking gave me all these signatures and all this stuff, and I think that one was only like $50, but because I waited in line for so long, I just wanted to tell him, hey man, this movie meant the world to me. And then I asked him how Gene was, and he was like, well, he's Gene Simmons. And that was the best answer I could have gotten, because I mean, that sums it up. Oh, well, he's Gene Simmons. Yeah, I know. No shit. Coming from, as a Kiss fan, that kind of made my day. But anyway, so yeah, there's a few things that happened with me recently. Oh, and my dog Loki. He's cool as shit. His name should have been Apollyon, because, he's more than just a trickster. He fucks shit up. He likes to get in the trash, the abyss. But anyway, as you can see, I've been reading the Bible. I had to go unplug the damn cat bowl, okay? Because it's a fountain, and it likes to make this fucking noise. Sorry about that, I lost my train of thought. But anyway, getting back to where I was, and my dog Loki, because he's cool as shit. Now, on to the next topic. Oh, I do want to add one more personal thing. I busted my ass to get this new job, and I think that it's been paying off, because I've met the coolest fucking people. Like, this is literally one of the coolest teams I've ever had in my entire life. The personalities are great team members, great people all around. I think as long as I continue to do the stuff that I need to do in life, keep on top and keep going, then I think that it's all gonna work out. And I don't claim to have friends. That's not ever anything that I wanted. The whole thing is, it's good to be around positive people that actually want the same shit as you in life and want to go ahead. And my leader is not a bitch this time. So that really helps things. But that's work life. That's not Tusk. But it kind of has to do with Tusk, because it kind of affects the music and the tone of where we're going. And I'm not so fucking pissed off, so that's why I haven't been writing as much. However, I do need to finish this album, because I set out to make 3 albums for this year. I made a demo and a demo of last year, and I was going to turn that into an album. It's an instrumental. And then, with this new one, the EP was called, I'll get to this, it's later on the list, but anyway, here's a heads up. The newest EP that I made is called Don't Take Any Wooden Nickels. That's a saying my grandpa used to say, and like I said, I'll get into this. But yeah, you should go check it out, because that's kind of the tone that we were going for at the beginning of the year. And with everything kind of ramping up in life and going forward and being positive. 1 minute. Loki, get out of the cat. Thank you. Get out of cat food. Appreciate you. Look at this guy. He loves the trash and the cat food. You got to keep him out of that. Okay, so this is the next topic of the day that we're going to talk about. This is the next topic that we're talking about right here. It's called Tusk Was All My Idea, Garage Metal. It's like number 3 on the list. Anyway, here we go. What I absolutely can't fucking stand with the whole garage metal thing is that you have to like really pad the shit out of the room or the basement. This is not where I record necessarily some guitars and vocals, but this is not where I record my drums. This room is not acoustically treated, so I don't record up here. I record downstairs. And I mean, fuck, the basement's not acoustically treated, but it's very cold. It's like the cold abyss of shit, and it's good to play drums, because usually I'm sweating because I got a belly. So that being said, it works. Now, anyway, to get to the whole garage thing, I heard somebody call my music garage metal. Well, I guess it's not garage metal enough. It's more like basement metal. But that's not the point. The point is it's the same feel. I don't like polished shit, because you can polish a turd, but it's still a fucking turd. That's like 90% of music, in my opinion, these days, unless it comes from a real artist, like a local person or somebody that you might see passing through your town or something, like the way shit used to be. And they like to put, and I like to put, effort and that same energy in the music. And for metal, punky shit, it has to have a raw factor. If it's not raw, I don't want to fucking hear it. I raw dog the shit out of this metal. Okay? Okay. Well, I ordered this shit in October, and it's finally here, and I'm not opening it. It's just like my Ace Frehley albums. I'm not opening it because usually you can scan the shit and just get the album on your playlists or whatever, Amazon, Google. I don't give a fuck. Also, it's streaming, so really, what's the point? The point was to have it. The point was to help your favorite fucking artist. That's what the point was. And I'm not really going for any zombie kind of shit on this album. The only time I did that was after I saw the show a couple years ago, and like the Valley of Lost Souls, like that EP. What was it called? Dead on Halloween. Dead on Halloween. Dead on Halloween. Nugget, stop fucking with the cable. Thank you. So you got this guy down here, and he likes to mess with the cable. I should have called him Cable, or what I should have done is named him Cain and Abel. But anyway, if you didn't get that, it's because the cat likes to scratch the dog if the dog gets by his food. That's why I'm like, hey dude, get out of his food. He's very territorial. He's kind of a dick like most dogs, but you're not a dick dog. You're a good dog. And you don't understand these things, so I have to put it in your brain. Alright. So yeah, basically, long story short, if you guys know of any other cool underground bands or any stuff, I'm gonna crisscross applesauce this shit. My back hurts. I work for a living. So anyway, if you know of any other cool, like, underground bands or cool things out there that I need to know about, that's not too fucking polished, because anybody can put it in Ableton or whatever in the fuck and make it polished as shit, or Reaper like I use. I use Reaper because I'm cheap. I like the punk rock sound and the early metal feel, and, you know, doing it this way, it just makes me feel better. So, you know what, $60 to $120, boom, you got fucking software, you got stuff, here's the computer, let's rock. See, it shouldn't have had to say that. I should have a fucking soundboard. That's what I really want. I really want to record on tape, and I really want to release CDs and vinyls and all that kind of stuff, but we'll get to that. Oh boy, that's one of the topics. So yeah, any other underground metal that you people might know of, send it my way, because I'd love to hear it. I found that, back like 10 years ago, I found Skullfist. That's the one that I tell everybody about. Let's see. Back in 2012, I found Midnight. It's another one I tell everybody about. Nugget, really? Stop fucking with the cable. Thank you. Anyway, so for this next half of this EP, album, whatever in the fuck, well, I don't know if I'm going to release it as another 5 or 6 song EP, or if I'm just going to release the album altogether. I haven't done that yet, so I might do that, but you didn't hear that from me, but you just heard that from me. Alright, so, that being said, if you didn't understand, or didn't put 2 and 2 together, this is a different microphone. This is usually what I use for snares, and or guitars, and or some vocals. Highs. My other microphone fucking broke. So there's another reason why we haven't been making any music lately. Now you know. So, I had a buddy, and I'll call him that. He's a good kid, or he's a good young man. Now, he told me some ideas. It really got me interested in making this damn podcast. So this one's for you, dude. And all the other mother tuskers. Just don't tusk too soon. Alright. This topic is called Mother Tusk Horror Movie Songs Ideas. Take 1. Now we got on this topic, and why I showed you this album, not just because it's a badass fucking album of new Rob Zombie stuff that you should go check out. You know, everybody knows the name, but he's our generation's Alice Cooper. It's the same with Wednesday 13. Now anyway, moving on. We got on this topic of cool songs that could be used in horror movies. And that being said, I am not going to talk about other people's songs that could be used in horror movies because for fucking years I said they should use Tears for Fears in horror movies. Something happens and I'm head over heels, and then they get whacked over the fucking head. Something happens and then you're head over heels. It's like about a fucking curly man or something. I don't know. The idea was there and then they fucked it up with Hollywood, and then somebody fucking just used that in their new horror movie. I don't remember what it was because it didn't look memorable. And that's the point. If you're going to do it all the way. If you're going to fuck them to death. But anyway, use the real fucking tune. Don't just use a fucking cover. I understand that's cheaper, but Jesus Christ, stop cheaping out, bitch. Then again, I use Reaper. So I was thinking, obviously summoning the Baphomet could be used for a horror movie. If anybody would want to put my music in their homemade horror movies and or stuff they're trying to get popular. I don't know, everybody has a fucking ego, so it has to be popular or else it's not good enough. Well, no, fuck that. A couple of my friends like my shit. That's good enough for me. But anyway, that's not the point. I understand filmmakers are more egotistical than musicians. Not always. But anyway, another song that could be used for Mother Tusk. Well, 1 minute. Let me back up. Summoning the Baphomet. Summoning the Baphomet was off the first album, Satanic Mysteries of the Cryptic Moon. Once again, the meaning of that whole album was the stupid shit that people are about. I've already explained this in other videos. But anyway, stop being so damn hedonistic. Try to be good. But, you know, that's just me. Summoning the Baphomet, because, I mean, look at pretty much all of fucking humanity right now. And it's not just right now, it's throughout the histories of time, man. It's throughout the spans of histories of time and places and things and dimensions and interdimensions. So think about that. People are fucked in their heads. And they're summoning the Baphomet. And then Black Mass Witchery. Try saying that 5 times fast. Black Mass Witchery. I can't even do it once. But Black Mass Witchery off the same album, that could also be used for a horror movie. Basically, any song from that fucking album, any 6 of those songs. Do you see what I did there? Satanic Mysteries of the Cryptic Moon. 6 songs released on June 6th. Humans were made in the 6th day. But you didn't hear that from me. But you just did. Here's a tad turning. We're turning tides and turning turds. All of it's turning. Turn. No, you know what? I'm going to make a song called Turd. And I think it would go well with this new album because there's a song on it called I Wouldn't Shit Ya, You're My Favorite Turd, so why not have one called Turd, to all the shit, turd, now take a hit, turd, and a time for plopping asses, everybody. I don't know, it's a work in progress. Now, that being said, another fucking song from Mother Tusk that could be used in horror movies. It is In the Valley of Lost Souls. I wrote that one about all the fucking drug addicts. And yeah, I'll just come out and say it. That one's written about all the goddamn drug addicts and people that used to be really fucking cool and then turned their lives into shit because all they wanted to do is either smoke or drink or inject or pop or others. I don't know. They probably put fucking shit up their ass at this point, you know, to get high. I really don't give a fuck. That's not my point. How do you think my brain would move so fucking fast if I was getting high all the goddamn time? I'm drinking tea.
No, in the subtleties, we have to be like this, some kind of prick from Hudson. In the subtleties, or pompous ass, in the subtleties of these songs, we could totally make horror movies.
And that was actually what I was doing. However, it was horror movies with my music. But it was written about people and the stupid shit we do, including myself. I'm also a sinner. Don't worry about that. Don't worry. I'm not knocking anybody, including myself, obviously. And it's not no judgment, but it is putting it on a fucking pedestal. And it's like, hey, look, I'm poking fun at this shit. It's about fucking time somebody does this. But anyway. Another song from Mother Tusk that could be used for horror movies. And I could paint these scenes for you, okay? Alright? Alright. I could paint the scenes. Howling at the Crypts of Death. That one was more of like my Halloween Alice Cooper take on things. That one could be used for horror movies. Tusk of Plagues. That one's about fun, like dumb fucks that I know. Because it's humanity in general. It's the Tusk of Plagues, and, yeah, think about that, and then you'll understand it. Tusk of Plagues, Doomfall Days. That being said, another song that could be used for horror movies is pretty much anything from Shadow of the Ruins. Shadow of the Ruins. The third album, Shadow of the Ruins. Pretty much anything, because that was when I was still doing like black metal-y kind of shit, or extreme metal, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, or dumpster garbage. I don't really give a fuck what you think. That's kind of the point here. But anyway, another one that could be used for horror movies. I would actually like to make a really cool epic movie and use Lone Wolf for that. Like at the end scene, like a triumph movie, like I don't know, kind of like Trick or Treat, but then like the last song, like with credits, is Lone Wolf. That would be cool as fuck. Or that would be cool as heck. I'm trying to work on my fucks. I had a burp because I just had bacon and eggs. Typical American. So, if any of you guys would want to work together, hey, let's work together. I'll give you some music and you can put it in your movies or something. You know, I have a friend that makes horror movies, but not once has he asked to come over and play, because he used to be my drummer. Not once has he goddamn asked to be a part of this or do anything. And I've offered 1,000 fucking times. I'm like, hey, dude, can you lay down some tracks for me? Nothing. And then I was like, hey, I'd give you music for your horror movies. But apparently it's not good enough for what they're going for. Then again, I don't really know if I want to be associated with that kind of horror. I'm more about slashers. And they don't do slasher shit. They do more like, I don't know, artsy fartsy. And we've already talked about farts. So, yeah. How do you think I feel? I invest in you and you can't once fucking ever invest in your best friend. I see how it is. I see how it is.
But if anybody would want to work together, possibly, if anyone would ever want to work together, we could work something out. Just don't kill me in my vineyard, because it would piss me off.
The idea with that is maybe, possibly, perhaps even, you could rent songs, or just to get notoriety, I could be like, you could use this song. I just want fucking credit. This isn't just to that friend. This is to anybody that's out there. Anybody that's out there. Anybody that's out there. Anyone. Once. I should be looking at the camera, not over here. I like looking over here. That's better. Look at that. You know who I'm talking to. You know who I'm talking to. But anyway, if anybody would want to work together, that'd be great. I'm not this insane in normal life. This is for the podcast, motherfuckers. This is called Build Up Energy. It's about time.
Okay, we're moving on to the next topic.
Because this next topic actually plays right into the hands of what I was just talking about. And I was talking about getting my music out there. And what better way to get my music out there than physical releases? See, instead of physical graffiti, Led Zeppelin should have done that. Physical releases. They already did physical releases. But I'm saying as an album. So, as a parody, I'm going to make an EP called Physical Releases. And it's going to be on CD and or vinyl and or tape. Anything I can get my hands on. These stubby little hands. Physical Releases. Is the camera okay? That was an idea that I was thinking about. Was putting out some CDs and or vinyls for any of this kind of stuff. I would probably start with one album. I'd like to see some feedback from real mother tuskers, not just bumbling idiots kind of hitting on this stuff and just finding me right now because you haven't been on the journey with all the rest of us, the 50 some people that actually dig my shit. Thank you, people. You have no idea. It's not a vain or vanity. You're so gay. You probably think this dick is for you. You're so gay. So anyway, so it's not about vanity or anything. It's about getting my shit out there and actually making a go of it. Because if I don't do it now, then I'll probably never do it. Once I hit 40, I'm never going to do this shit. So I got like 10-ish years to do this. And I never expected to be big. I just want to play at least one real show with a full Mother Tusk band. I want to put out some CDs and some vinyls. And I want to just do what I planned on doing to begin with. I mean, it's better than not doing anything at all. It's better than just sitting dormant in your fucking doormat. Doormat. But yeah, it's better than just sitting around doing not a damn thing. And if you haven't noticed, I got a zit right here. It's not really bothering me or anything, but I'd like to pop it. I already popped it, but it's like it's under there. It's like it's under the skin. I should make a song about that. You can virtually make songs about anything and put them on CD these days. If you people didn't understand this is what you should do. Because what else are you going to do? Play with your prick all day? I mean, come on. It's fucking chafed. So yeah, physical releases for those CDs and ideas. I'd probably start with one CD. I really want to hear what you guys' feedback is on this. What album should I do? I'll probably just do Infinite Overlord and or Satanic Mysteries of the Cryptic Moon, because those seem to be the two biggest that people actually pay attention to. I would never do an EP unless somebody shouted out and said, I want that specific EP. Because, yeah, I mean, I have some better EPs than albums. Obviously, that's where most of the views are. Like, top 3 EPs that I could think that I made were, like, Evolve from Sin. That was... Also, by the way, stop fucking sinning so much. That was kind of what that album was about, but nobody wanted to listen, and that's apparently why nobody likes my shit, because I'm like, stop being a fucking dick. You think that you're the devil or something. You think that you're this cool fucking... But hey, go back to the abyss, you bitch. Anyway, that being said, another top EP I think that I have made is probably Trash Cats. That's on the punkier side of things, though. That's probably my best EP. People really like that sound, though. That's a very easy sound to recreate and to redo. But it's not about redoing all the shit that you've already done. It's about moving forward and trying something new. Because what's the fun in being a dormant doormat? Yeah. Context clues, guess what? We're going back to the new EP. Because now we've hit that part of the list. It's this one. It's that part. So now we're going back to the new EP. The newest EP I've released was called Don't Take Any Wooden Nickels. Now, anytime that I would exit my grandfather's shop, in his retirement, he had his own shop. He did what he wanted to do with his life. And everybody loved him. Let me just say that. And the people that didn't love him can suck a dick, personally. With eye contact, so I know there's respect. But anyway, that being said, there wasn't many people. It was just half-ass losers. I gotta really calm myself. But anyway, he'd always say, don't take any wooden nickels. And I'm like, right on, Grandpa. And then I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? But apparently it was old guy saying back in the day, if you take a wooden nickel, you're virtually taking something that's useless, and you're letting them get one in on you. I mean, don't be a fucking idiot. Right? Nugget, why are you taking wooden nickels right now? You're playing with your balls. We're on camera. Come on. Anyway. Sorry about that. Don't take any wooden nickels. Now, the songs on that album, those are more personal. I thought I'd make a more personal EP, and those are more about my own life and what's going on, and went on, and why I had transitioned into a new phase of life and said, fuck all that weak ass shit. I'm not around these weak ass folk and these weak ass fucks. You can't keep letting these women do this shit. And it's not just the women. It had to do with pretty much everyone I was around telling me it's that feeling of, oh, you're not good enough. You can work your ass off, but we're never going to give you what you deserve. Okay, well, bye. I now got what I deserve, and I showed you within 3 months. Even if you don't want to see it, I can still rub your face right in the dog shit. I got a dog now. See, things are lining up. I mean, fuck, at this point, don't you know, there is no filters. I mean, I like that band Filter, but other than that, there is no filters. So fuck it, we're just gonna say what we want. Now, that being said, I mean, you were along for the ride, so obviously you understand this by now. Obviously. Okay. Now, that being said, newest fucking EP. The second song on that, I forget, but there is this one song called Ripping This Apart Wider Than Your Cunt. I felt that one to my goddamn bones, as she should have too. I don't really give a fuck about you anymore. You're an asshole. You wasted my fucking time. I should have listened. When I first date, major mistake. Well, I'm a riling piece of shit. Well, I should have fucking listened. My dumb ass trying to give people good grace and chances and shit. Should have got a dog and named him Chance. Because they're gonna shit on the carpet anyway. Anyway. So there's that song, and then there's the other song that was notable was I Wouldn't Shit Ya, You're My Favorite Turd. My buddy always says that back to me now, and I'm really glad I wrote that song, because it's you know. Oh, there's another one. It was late at night, and this dickweed on social medias was saying some shit. It was just supposed to be funny, the shit that I was saying. But people can't take a fucking joke anymore because, you know, they can take a dick, but they can't take a joke. So that being said, it was called Put My Name in Your Mouth, I Want to Be Warm. And that also kind of goes around with all the shit talkers at that last place that I had to unfortunately clock into every fucking day, because there was nothing but shit talkers, teams and teams and teams of it. The original team I was on, first bunch of shit talkers. Love them to death. They're the only people there that I actually liked. But that being said, shit talker, nonetheless, shit talker galore. Now, I'm not about shit talking. I'm about getting shit done, and doing it right, and doing it fair, and doing it even, and working your way to the top. And maybe that's the dummy way to look at it, but guess what? I don't cheat, lie, steal, or do anything fucking stupid. I just get it done. And that being said, put my name in your mouth. I want to be warm. So yeah, that's kind of what the newest EP was about. It was very cathartic and awesome for my own sake. So sorry there was a little bit of ego in that, but it wasn't really egotistical. It was just more or less, this is my mind, this is how I feel. You motherfuckers never give me a pedestal to talk on anyway, so guess what? Fuck you humans. Moving on. Big stretch. Alright. Shit. So I guess that's going to be this podcast. You've got a little bit too much of my mind now to wrap yourselves around for the next couple of months. If I even decide to make a sixth podcast, I think this is number 5. I didn't even look before I recorded this one. But in case it's not number 5, it might be number 6. Who knows? I don't remember. Anyway, that being said, these are a few things that have been going on in Mother Tusk World, and I really need bandmates. You know what I mean? That would be great, like really, really great. I'm not going to tame myself, so if you're not this fucking wild all the time, then, or at least while we're writing, then there's the door, exit. Just exit yourself, get out. Now, that being said, I do need bandmates, fun people that like to write cool music. Mainly that like shock rock. That's kind of where my core lies. I love metal, but you wouldn't have metal without rock and roll. And I mean, shit, I even consider Rob Zombie and Wednesday 13 and all those people that actually make metal shock rock. Or Marilyn Manson. Nobody wants to talk about Manson no more, but I do. Anyway, that being said, yeah, they're all shock rock. Manson's more like David Bowie. He's like the David Bowie of Alice Cooper's. But we're not getting into that. That's not for this episode. This is supposed to be the wrap-up. So, I can't wait until the new zombie show. It's gonna be fucking lit. There's this band from Mongolia called The Who. It's gonna be fucking cool. I checked them out. They can really cover Iron Maiden. That's what I heard, at least. The one song that I heard. Well, other than their other, I don't remember the other songs were. But anyway, they sound fucking amazing. Can't wait for that show. So that's another new thing that I'm gonna go do. I get to go with my folks. And some other family, possibly. But, yeah, I'm a very family-oriented kind of guy. I try to keep it, well reserved from humans and their stupid shit. Now, that being said, this has been Mother Tusk. I hope you're all Tusking out there. Tusking and busking. See, that's what I was going to go do. I was going to go busking, and I was going to call it Tusking Buskin, or Buskin Tusk, or something. It was going to be, okay, that's how we found, 1 minute, we're not wrapping up just yet. Here's a fucking story for you. So that's how we found this bassist of mine, and he became, later on in life, one of my best friends ever. He still wants me to come over and play drums for him on his new album. However, I haven't gotten the time. I'm doing this shit. Now, that being said, I do wish the best to that album, and I do wish the best to my friends, but if people can't invest in me, then I'm not going to invest in them. And I think that is all well and fine, because, well, I have a life too. Now, anyway, how we found this fucker was, it was like the old days, man. You know, it really was the old days. It was like 2010 or something, 2012. Now, we went to a bar. There's this punk rock dude sitting there in his vest, like Operation Ivy and all these fucking patches. And then we tap on, well, I tap on his shoulder because I have balls. My drummer at the time, that other friend I was talking about, no balls. Now, that being said, they don't assert themselves. Just fucking assert yourself and you'll get somewhere. You'll get who gives a fuck about the rest of the idiots? You know what I'm saying? The rest of the idiots are going to continue to be idiots and put their fucking output in there anyway. So fuck them. Now, that being said, take a fucking chance, retard. So I went and I tapped on this fucker's shoulder and I was like, hey dude, do you play bass? Because we're looking for a bassist, and I don't mean to be forward. However, I'm not going backward. And yeah, you want to play bass for us? Something along those lines. And we had a big cardboard that I wrote, "We need a bassist," or "Bassist wanted," or whatever it was, on that. And I had the sign with me, and then I held it up, and I'm like, "We need a bassist." And they liked it so much. He's like, "I don't play anything, man, but 1 minute. My friend's here with me. Let me go get him." And then he turns around on the fucking bar stool and shit. I don't know, they were getting pizza or something, you know, the Gyro. So, you know, one of the best punky places to play in Northeast Ohio, at least in my area. Fuck all your other clubs that make you pay like bullshit to get in. Like, yeah, I understand it's a business and you have to do whatever. Play as many free fucking shows as you can. That's like kind of the point. But anyway, back to the story. So then this fucker turns around. His name's Trevor, one of my best friends, and he's cool as shit. Now, that being said, we didn't know this at the time. So he was a very scrawny, you know, well-to-do kind of looking kid. And I say kid just in the dude sense. Okay? So that being said, we were like, okay, man, swing by the jam place, you know, at like noon or whatever the fuck we were, you know, come by, like, hop in, rock and roll. So anyway, we started playing with this fucking guy, and then yeah, he became our producer eventually because we realized, oh, you're going to school to be a music producer. That's fucking epic. Like what you can achieve if you actually just go out there and talk to people. And it's not about using them, but it's about making friends and about, rubbing elbows, and it's about going forward, And anyway, he became one of my best friends. The rest of the band were kind of cunts to him, but yeah, we'd go on eventually, that summer, we'd go on long trips, and he'd show me 9 Inch Nails and other shit that I wasn't really into, that I became into, or that was just one of the popular bands that he likes. There was plenty of other cool underground shit. But anyway, that being said, I'm really glad that happened, because now there's a lifelong jam mate. And no, none of these lifelong jam mates want to fucking be in Tusk. I don't get it. This is what we were going for back in the day, and this is what we all agreed on. Well, what the fuck? That's a hard F. What the fuck? Now, that being said, yeah, I thought I'd tell you that little story. It was a pretty cool story, wasn't it? Just get out there and do things, and meet people, and go places. And at least play one Mother Tusk show with a live band. All I need is 2 fucking people, a drummer and a bassist. I got the rest. But anyway, yeah. Now you know. Alright, I'm really looking forward to the future for this year. I'm really looking forward to going forward for this year and all the Mother Tusk kind of things that I might do, if I do any more Mother Tusk kind of things. It's all about timing and things. Like I said, I just got the new gig, not for music, but for real life, so I can go clock in and make money and buy instruments kind of things. That being said, this has been Mother Tusk. Kick ass. Keep rocking and rolling, Mother Tuskers. Talk to you then.